What's going on, everybody? This is Travis.
I'm Phillip, back at you again.
And this is Candid at the Movies. And today we will be reviewing the Damien Leone film, Terrifier 3, starring David Howard Thornton and Lauren Lavera. And this is, if you've seen our Instagram and our TikTok, of his first little clippings of the original Terrifier.
Ooh. Now, was this before or after tip drill?
This is Philip's first time actually watching a Terrifier film in full.
Yes.
Phil, yes. How you feeling after watching this movie?
Well, for those of you who are Terrifier virgins like I was, be prepared to go in. It is going to be very gory. Yeah, you're gonna see parts here, there, and everywhere. You're gonna see stuff cut open and pulled out, and it's, like I said, very gory, very gory. So go into this knowing that if you can handle that, then you should be okay. Now, for you horror enthusiasts, I will say. Again, it takes a lot to scare me. I'm going to say, as far as scaring me, didn't happen.
Right.
Didn't happen. I had more chuckles in the movie than being the least bit scared.
Right.
And the reason I had chuckles is because Art is a freaking fool. I'm sorry. I don't know no other way to explain it. He's a freaking fool. Every killer we've known in horror movies up to this point, emotionless, no different looks on their face. You might get the occasional.
That's about it, really.
Yeah, but you don't get no mouth, no nothing. And even though Art don't speak, he gives you some facial expressions. This Joker is a fool. He's a stone cold fool. He crazy as hell, but he's stone cold fool. So, granted, it's gonna take a warped and twisted mind to understand Art, but Art's a freaking fool. I'm sorry. I don't know no other way to explain it. He's a fool. Just cause he had old girl tied up. And while his partner in crime is doing what she's doing, he walked past old girl. Tie back of the head. And then 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, but about 5 minutes later, he walked past her again. Tie back of the head. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Because you've all known that person in your real life that has done something and you want to go, pow!
Just do it.
So, again, as far as the movie goes horror-wise, nope, I didn't find it scary. It is gory. It is very gory. So, for the faint at heart, if you get easily grossed out by stuff, this ain't the film for you.
If you don't like blood, gore, Christmas music, Jesus, blood, chainsaws, rats, if you don't like any of those things, just avoid this movie. But more than anything, as we stated, this is a sequel to Terrifier 2. It goes right after where Art the Clown gets his head cut off. That's really not spoiling anything. That's how it ended. But he gets revenge.
Yeah.
You might be questioning that part. It's explained. He gets revenge, and he is ready to F things up for Christmas.
Yeah. He finds his head. He gets his head back on. And yeah.
That's the most we're going to go into it, because there's so much. So much in 2 hours. As you can tell from Philip's face, he was like, this is a lot going on. I was like, yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
He art's a freaking fool. That's all I.
We were in a packed theater, so that made it even better.
Yes, I was surprised because apparently this had slipped past me. I ain't know nothing about no Terrifier movies whatsoever. So when Trav even brought it to my attention, I'm like, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
Art the Clown? Never heard no Art. Why he got a better name than Art? Art don't need no better name.
No.
Art just does what Art does, and you just have to let him do what he do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you could, how can I put this? If you could imagine Michael Myers with a splash of Cesar Romero's Joker from the Batman television show.
Okay.
That's how he acts.
I can see that, yeah.
Again, he don't say a word.
Nothing.
But them expressions.
Yeah. And we're going to reiterate again. This is very gory. This is done by a director that does graphics like this for fun, for movies. So that should be enough sign for you to know this is not going to be your big studio horror where things are put off to the side.
No.
Only 2 killings were put off to the side, and they had a reason why they were put off to the side. So, because the world wouldn't be ready for those scenes. let's just be honest. We're not going to go into this movie much anymore because there's so much we could say. Phil, what's your score?
But before we get to that trailer, parents, let me go ahead and tell you now. If your child comes to you and say, I want to be Art the Clown for Halloween, you need to have a conversation with your child. This ain't for them. For you horror enthusiasts, I'm gonna say you're gonna be disappointed. Okay. For your horror enthusiasts, you're gonna be disappointed. So if you're the person that likes horror movies, from your vantage point and your wallet, I would give it a D.
Wow, I'm shocked at that.
I would give it a D because it's not gonna scare you. It might gross you out, but it's not gonna scare you.
I wasn't expecting that score.
Now, if you into irregular people acting a fool, I would bump it up to a C+.
Okay.
Cause like I said, Art's a freaking fool. I'm sorry. And I know y'all gonna, if you watch it, y'all gonna be like, what the hell is Philip talking about? Philip is nuts in his mind. No, I'm not nuts in my mind, but that joke.
If there was a scene we could put up on this channel that was PG enough, we'd show it, but there's nothing. There's nothing up there.
If you take the gore out of it and you pay attention to Art is a freaking fool. When he rolls up on Sama, it's something else. Then he goes in and plays Sama later on in the movie, and it's something else.
Can't lie, that was a good Halloween costume right there. That'd be a good one.
And you can see that one coming.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think, Trey?
As much as I love these films and how ridiculous they are, I'm actually gonna give this movie a B-. I feel like it's the weaker of the trilogy, only for a very simple reason. Where they explain things that needed to explain in previous movies, I feel like it's almost too late to do that now, because we're 3 movies deep in, and you could explain that in the other 2 movies. And more than anything, the characters were smart up until the end, and their decision making on things made me really question everything that I've seen them do in movies prior. So that is why I say this is the weakest in the trilogy. Is it the goriest of the trilogy? Probably. It's right up there with number 1, because I feel like 2 was tame compared to number 1, even though some people might be looking at me like 2 was tame. And 2 was tame to me compared to number 1. This is probably taking the cake on just being tame. So that's why I'm giving it a B-. I'm ready for the next one. That's no spoiler. Y'all knew they was doing another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew they were doing another one.
Where this one ends, they can't help but.
Yeah. They
can't help but. So look for Art to come back.
Yeah, it ain't no spoiler. Y'all know it's going to make money.
Yeah. The Terrifier, so we gonna stay on Art, but you know, like I said, Art's a fool. That's all I'm gonna say. Art's a fool. So with that said,
go see it.
Go see it. Click that subscribe and likes down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's the popcorn?
Huh? Oh yeah, go get that Pop Stars popcorn.
Yes,
go get it. They got too many flavors.
Yeah, go get.
I gotta try their Snickers flavor because it actually looks good.
Yeah, go get the popcorn. So
Please.
On that note, I'm Phil.
I'm Travis.
Y'all have a good evening, and we will catch you next time.
Peace.